on to The Guardian, which is trying to whip up hysteria about Trump supporters being violent, Steve.
The headline, 12 million Americans believe violence is justified to restore Trump to power. This is the University of Chicago doing research. I'll give you this. The headline is disingenuous, but the research isn't. Because the research says there's people on both sides who think that violence is a perfectly good way to try and achieve their goals, not just restoring Trump to power. There are people who would do it over the states having decisions over abortion. So there's both sides are saying that their violence might suit.
But we're talking
goals.
Tiny proportions. This is like 4% of Americans believe in violence to restore Trump to power. And that's if you hand out a questionnaire. Like if one question says, do you like to fart in a jam jar and keep it in the fridge? And somebody's going to tick. You're going to have 4% of people ticking that box. Yeah, but because people don't read questionnaires, and at least 4% of people will give a daft answer. So I don't think this is indicative of anything.
Wait a minute though. 4% of Americans. You're talking about a country that has a population in 2021 of 331.9 million. So 4% of a population is 66 million people, which is a lot.
Yeah, you want to try and take them in a fight.
It's not 66 million.
Is it? Well, what?
4%. No,
my maths rubbish again. My dad's going to watch this, and he's going to be like, her maths.
It's about 12 million, which is still a lot.
Yeah.
How is that?
Look at this. I got some stats for you.
My phone's broken.
On the topic of people who think that Donald Trump was robbed in the last election, it's 20%. But just after the election, it was 26%. Yeah. How is this story not 6% of people are willing to change their mind? Yeah. This has not been spotted in nature for ages now. Yeah. So that's quite impressive, especially in America, the way that their politics, like us, getting a bit tribal. Yeah. These are tribal people who've gone, oh, maybe not.
Yeah, and also it's quite a gung-ho macho culture. I'd have thought, even on the Democrat side, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to want just an excuse for some violence, even if it is getting their opponent into power.
I just want to say I read the wrong number that I wrote down. But what is interesting about this story is that they do actually say that for the violence to occur, certain factors need to be met. You can have this underlying sense of violence and this underlying sense of we need to do something to get change made, because a lot of people apparently don't believe in the political system. But in order for that violence to actually spill into real life, certain factors need to be met before... it's like a Goldilocks kind of effect.
Yeah, a lot of people talk tough on a questionnaire or on the internet, but not in real life, thankfully.